Hey everyone, my name is Huang. I'm 25 years old. And right now, I'm unemployed. After a series of unexpected events, I lost everything I built in the city, my job, my stability, and the life I once thought was secure. With an empty wallet and nothing but my bare hands, I made the decision to come back to my hometown. No money, no plan, just me, starting over from zero. This is not just a story about failure, it's the beginning of a journey to rebuild my life from nothing. And maybe, just maybe, something better is waiting ahead. But for now, let's return to where I was born, a small rural area in central Vietnam. As soon as I reached the alley to my house, I heard those familiar barks. It's so nice to be home, I guess. After 3 years away from home, I finally reunited with my beloved pets. Wow, my two dogs still remembered me. The white one is named Bong. His fluffy fur makes him look just like a teddy bear. And the other one, my little girl, is called Milk Cow. She has beautiful black and white fur. It feels like they have so many things they want to tell me. I came home without telling anyone. Maybe my parents had already left for work. This is my father's set of wooden furniture, recently repainted, and this is our living room. This is the downstairs area of my house. I'm going to turn on the lights. I'll check each room to see what it's like. Everything is new to me. This is my parents' storage room, with clothes, shoes, tools, etc. This is my family's living room. I'll temporarily store it here. This is my family's ancestral altar. In Vietnamese culture, we honor our ancestors. Those who have passed away but are still part of our bloodline, like our grandparents. Whenever we return home after being away, we light incense for them, believing they can hear us and bless. My parents finished building their new house about 3 months ago. Our previous house was quite dilapidated. The cost to build this new house was around $30,000. I used all my savings from 3 years and some money from my parents to build a home. But we still owe about $7,000, $8,000 because the average salary in Vietnam is quite low. Most people building houses are struggling financially. Let's pause for a moment. I'll show you around the house. This is my dad's hammock. It's very popular in Vietnam. This is a water purifier and a washing machine. They're very useful in daily life, clean water and removing dirt. This is where we keep our cooking and dining tools. It's a bit messy, but I like it. Looks like we'll always catch adorable moments from our dog. Let's take a look at my dad's little garden. He really loves nature, so he's planted a lot of ornamental plants and fruit trees. I love this garden too, it feels so fresh and peaceful. This is a sapodilla. It's quite sweet. A popular fruit in Vietnam. I really like it. Currently it's still very green. It will probably ripen in another month. I will check what my parents ate while I was away. They are stingy people, always saving money on meals. I need to change this. I'm a 25-year-old unemployed guy. To be honest, he's quite difficult for me. But I still want my parents to not have to suffer anymore, T have suffered a lot because of me, so I want them to have a decent meal and good health. This is my last bit of savings, about $60. It's shameful that an adult like me only has this much money left, sigh. With $60, I have to spend on many things. In Vietnam, the cost of living is quite low, so I think $60 would still be enough for a short time. In the city, my expenses are quite clearly defined: food, necessities, rent, and personal spending. I'm quite thrifty when I live in the city. Now I'm going to the supermarket to buy some food. Before I leave, I'll have to wear a helmet because traffic here is quite strict. This is the motorbike I bought with my savings. It's a Honda, a popular brand in Vietnam, costing around $2,000. This is the neighborhood where I live. It's quite deserted now. I'm a 25-year-old unemployed guy. To be honest, it's quite difficult for me. There are quite a few red lights here, and I'll have to stop and wait for them to go off if I don't want to get a ticket. This is the local grocery store in my area. It's similar to a supermarket but smaller. I will choose healthy foods for my family, and I will cook a delicious meal. A little black pepper, it's a fairly common spice in Vietnam. One bunch of kale to supplement fiber and vitamins. Of course, meat is indispensable. I really like pork. Chicken eggs are one of the most nutritious foods. This is a fairly sweet and refreshing type of grape in Vietnam. It was bred from grapes in Korea. All of this cost about $4. You heard that right. Food costs in Vietnam are quite cheap compared to foreigners. My mother washed the clothes before going to work, so now I have to take them out of the washing machine and hang them out in the sun to dry. Now I'm going to turn this piece of meat into tea. The most delicious dish I've ever cooked. Stay tuned. Next, I will boil the chicken eggs to prepare for this dish. Now I'm going to pick water spinach, a very healthy Vietnamese vegetable that can be used in soups and boiled dishes. I boiled the eggs for about 5 minutes once the water was boiling to ensure they were cooked through. I learned the recipe online. My family's kitchen is quite messy. It's outdoors because cooking indoors easily leaves food odors everywhere. Next, I'm going to stir fry this meat. By now you've probably guessed what I'm cooking, right? That's right, it's braised pork with eggs. I'll cook rice in this tiny pot. It's enough for 3 people. I need to bring these clothes inside before it rains. They're already dry. This is my daily routine every afternoon after returning home, sweeping the house and garden, and taking care of my father's plants. It's quite hot and sunny, yes. I'll have to water them sufficiently to ensure they grow well. These two little friends are quite energetic, they always want to be close to me, and I'm very happy to see these two puppies. I'm waiting for my mother to come home from work. My father is away working and won't be home for another 2 days, so only my mother is here today. Waiting for my mother like this reminds me of when I was little and I used to wait for her to come home from the market with little treats. My mother misses her son quite a bit, but I think she won't show it. Besides, I love my mother.
Nấu cơm này mà không nấu tôm.
She'd probably be surprised by the dishes I've prepared, and I think that will make her very happy.
Canh, ôi không có chanh rồi. Có chanh không? Đi tắm đi. Để mua một này mẹ biết mà mua chanh ấy. Hôm nay tắm đi ăn cơm. Chanh rồi. Được rồi.
My mother is 48 years old this year, half a lifetime. I love her very much. My mother works at a shoe factory near my house, about 15 kilometers away, quite far. She earns about $200 a month, and the work is quite hard. She has worked there for about 12 years, and during that time, she raised me and helped me grow up.
Ăn thử ngon này xem.
Chợ mua
Chị cần cá sánh chị.
lớn siêu thị ra.
Chị.
Thế mà bữa nay là về này được nhà này được ăn mua siêu thị nào vậy? Bánh ngọt. Bông ra đi bông để xây ra hai luôn.
Hi everyone, I'm Juan, a 25-year-old unemployed guy who decided to return to my hometown after 3 years. Today I'm going to visit a very important relative. This is a small grocery store in the countryside. They sell various necessities and sweets here. Now I'll give you a box of cookies. This is a box of buttermilk cookies. It's made with flour and buttermilk, and it costs about $2. Where do you think I'm going today? Stay tuned. There was just a heavy rain where I live, so the roads are quite wet and slippery. Tropical depressions are very common this time of year. And this cake and this steamed bun with real filling are for my maternal grandfather, whom I loved very much. But first I must light incense for my great-grandparents. This is a long-standing custom in Vietnam. Whenever we return home after being away, we light incense sticks to pray for good fortune and to remember our ancestors.
Trên nồi cháo thì không ngọt.
Let me introduce you to my grandfather. He is 82 years old this year and is my mother's father. After 3 years of struggling in a faraway city, I finally returned to visit him. So many emotions welled up inside me every time I see him. He seems to have aged a little more. I just fixed my grandfather's phone and connected a Bluetooth speaker so he can listen to music. When I first started working, I used a portion of my salary to buy him a small phone. It's not fancy, but it's a gift from me. This summer is quite hot, so my grandfather can't be without his fan. This fan is quite cheap, about 200 Vietnamese dong. And here is a calendar. In Vietnam, we use calendars to see what day it is today. These are the prestigious certificates of merit of my grandfather, who served in the Vietnamese army. This is where my grandfather spent his time sleeping. It's a little messy here, but he's always been a part of my goals. I always wanted my grandfather's life to be better. This is the ancestral altar of the land. Here we will offer sacrifices to the earth gods. This is the outside of my grandfather's house. I'll give everyone a little tour. And this is my grandfather's little garden. He was a nature lover. And he grew many kinds of vegetables for eating and to create good environment, such as kale, coriander, green onions, cabbage, etc. I'll go take a look. This is the starfruit tree I planted here when I was 15. It's been 10 years now and it's still alive. And this is a starfruit. I don't know if they grow this fruit in other countries, but in Vietnam, it's very common. Starfruit is used to make soup. It has a, well, very sour taste. Give it a try. A single starfruit tree can yield hundreds of fruits, but its price is very low. Fish mint is a rustic but very versatile vegetable in Vietnam. It is both a food and a natural medicinal herb, although the smell is a bit unpleasant for some people. Tea's nutritional value and health benefits are remarkable. These are two ceramic jars. They are made from clay, shaped and fired to create the finished product. I'll explore what's in here. Well, just trash and stagnant water. This is a banana peeling knife. The banana stem will be chopped into small pieces, minced, and mixed with cornstarch, making it an ideal feed for chickens. These are my grandfather's old materials. I told him we should get rid of them, but he always wanted tea. I'll make the most of them. I'll go deeper into the garden to give you a little introduction. You can hear the sound of frogs after the rain stops. This is a pumpkin plant that my grandfather planted. It's growing very luxuriantly. Pumpkins are easy to grow, highly nutritious, and very versatile in meals. And this is a pomelo. It's very nutritious and juicy, with a slightly sour and sweet taste. This one isn't fully ripe yet. After the rain, there are quite a lot of mosquitoes in this garden. They are very venomous. It's bitten multiple times. Custard apple, also known as Ananas squamosa, as a familiar fruit in Vietnam. It has a green peel with many small bumps, which softens when ripe and has a distinctive aroma. Inside is white, intensely sweet flesh interspersed with many black seeds. Birds love the taste of custard apples, so they will come and eat them if farmers don't harvest them. Custard apples are usually eaten fresh and are rich in vitamins, good for health, especially for replenishing energy and aiding digestion. He is burning paper on the altar for the deceased, a custom in Vietnam. The house behind is my maternal grandfather's shed. My grandfather keeps his old and cumbersome belongings here. His bicycle and the firewood he's been stockpiling. Next, we'll go to my grandfather's kitchen. It looks quite simple. These are the pumpkins my grandfather harvested, and do they change color after ripening? I bought him an old refrigerator and a rice cooker last year. This is where he keeps his kitchen utensils, including many other things, and his old stove and spices. I said I would cook, but he always insisted on doing it for me. My maternal grandfather always wanted to cook for his children and grandchildren. My grandfather was a very kind and loving person. He was well liked by the neighbors around here. This is a water purifier. It looks quite old, but it still works very well. My grandfather was also a fisherman, and these are the tools he used to catch fish, nets and scoops. They were quite effective. Behind the house is the chicken coop. It smells quite bad, because the chickens defecate there. My grandfather cleans it up at the end of the week. These are the donged out chickens my grandfather raised for about 4 months. Now they are mature and will fetch a good price. You will have to wait about 20 minutes for the rice to cook. I'm going into the shed for a bit. My grandfather has a wood-burning stove in there. It's made of steel, so it's very fire resistant. He'll use the firewood to cook in there. This is a scale used to measure how many kilograms it weighs. This is a mortar made of solid cast aluminum, used for grinding certain spices. Next is an aluminum kettle for holding hot water. This is my grandfather's bathroom. It looks a bit messy. I'll clean it up later. I'll lie down and rest for a while on this hammock. I'm enjoying the feeling I used to have when I was a child. This is my grandfather's bottle of liquor. He would drink a little when he had back pain and felt tired. Betel is a familiar climbing plant in Vietnam, often grown in home gardens. Its leaves are dark green, heart-shaped, and have a distinctive aroma. I'll clean the altar a bit. It's covered in quite a lot of dust. I'll try on my grandfather's hat and glasses. I'll look just like the British guys in the movies. He looks quite masculine and elegant. The Mo fan is a familiar folk item in Vietnam, made from dried areca leaves. Fans are round or oval in shape, light and easy to use, often used to cool fans on hot days. Not only simple and rustic. This is the medicine I bought for my grandfather. You know, an 82-year-old has many illnesses. My grandfather has liver disease, diabetes, and gout. I've taken him to the hospital many times and bought medicine for him to take. I'm trying my best to cure him. I'll talk about these things later. I'm feeling quite sad right now. And I'm trying to hold back my tears. Pipe tobacco is a popular traditional tobacco in Vietnam, made from dried tobacco leaves. Okay, it's time for dinner, a meal I've been longing for in this crowded city.
Bây giờ đũa ăn mà ăn thìa lại thì lấy thìa mà ăn. Đây, thìa này. Lấy thìa mà xúc lạc mà. Rửa còn mấy cần lạc hấp cho sợ còn mẹ mới đưa cho bắt.
This is peanut brittle, made from crushed peanuts mixed with spices like salt and sugar. It tastes quite good. I'm so happy to be having dinner with my grandfather. He still doesn't know I'm unemployed. I'm afraid he'll be disappointed that his granddaughter is failing in life. So I'll have to try much harder.
Lúc bữa nó trả cái nấu cơm, bữa đầu mình ăn cái bầu. Ăn này được. Nhận đắng.
Hello everyone, I hope you all have a good day. It's 5 a.m. I wake up at home with peace after busy days in the city. Compared to the hectic rush of meeting deadlines in the city, I prefer this kind of life. I'll brush my teeth and wash my face to greet a new day. The sun has risen, and the adorable antics of the dog Bong make me feel happier. You will hear the birds singing every morning in Vietnam. After I finish hanging the clothes to dry, I'll get ready a little before going to the market with my mother. A new experience. I think everyone would be interested in the markets in Vietnam, so come with my mother and me.
Nha thật gửi lên.
She had quite a hard time climbing into my very tall car. I happened to come across a man riding a vintage bicycle. It looked like one from the 1970s.
Hãy để đây.
We arrived at the market in Vietnam, and we had to park our car outside and walk in.
Từ đây đi.
In Vietnam, they would leave their goods outside, and we would walk by, select them, and offer a reasonable price. Today my mother will be the one to go to the market and she will take care of the meals for the whole day. She chose a portion of pre-prepared tilapia and some Vietnamese freshwater eel. Of course, we can't forget vegetables, and these are tomatoes, which are quite popular in Vietnam and can be used to cook many dishes. Vietnam will have many types of shopping. One supermarkets and two traditional markets. The rate of shopping at markets is much higher in rural areas. She bought enough food for today, and now we're going out. And I think I should introduce this dish to everyone. It's called siê chi. There are many types like sticky rice siê chi, coconut leaf siê chi, crushed coconut siê chi, red bean siê chi, etc. He's very delicious and has many different flavors. This man works as a parking attendant, retrieving cars for people who park here, and of course, he charges a fee.
Lúc em hỏi bà nó mà một chúa nó khai lâm nắng phải dặn này đó.
We return to a warm welcome from these two little friends. Quite adorable, aren't they? My washing machine has a timer function, and my mom set it to about an hour before she went to the market for one wash cycle. And this is my bicycle from when I was in school. And this is a wine jar that my dad collected. It looks quite strange, and next to it is a ceramic dog. Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. He came to pick me up for breakfast and a short walk. It's been about 3 years since we last saw each other.
Cao thật.
I've been working far away and rarely return to my hometown. I feel like I've thrown myself into work too much.
năm nữa bình thường mới về. Sếp đấy.
It's a gas station in Vietnam, and currently, it's quite empty. This is a rice field, it's not harvest season yet, S. Oh, please bear with me if the video is a bit shaky. As you can see, this is a cemetery where the deceased are buried. Due to spiritual beliefs, very few people go there. We went to the breakfast restaurant. This is a restaurant that
Cái gì
sells
thì còn
fried
đi.
fish noodles.
Thôi.
This is pickled bamboo shoots. They pickle the bamboo shoots with chili and garlic. It has a sour and spicy taste, quite delicious. They brought it over. It looks quite appealing, doesn't it? I'll enjoy it right now. A bowl like this costs about $1 and includes fish cake, fried tilapia, tofu, beef, fresh vegetables, and a little bit of rice noodles. I hope you'll visit Vietnam someday and try this dish. It's truly delicious.
Hai túi à?
Dạ, cũng đam mê công việc rồi, lớn bao nhiêu mình đã. Tiếc tiền đấy.
This is an industrial area where I live. This company mainly produces t-shirts and jeans, and they have created jobs for many local people.
Hả? Hết rồi.
This is a small fair in the countryside. They sell snacks and offer camping equipment. Most of the people who come here are young children.
Hết chưa?
"25 years old, unemployed, only a few coins left in my wallet. In America, that amount wouldn't even buy a cup of coffee, but in Vietnam, I'd have to live with it all day. This isn't a challenge, this is my real life. First, let's start with breakfast. I chose a rather unique and special bakery in Vietnam. First, Let's start with breakfast. I chose a rather unique and special bakery in Vietnam. First, they will coat the pan with a layer of natural pork fat to prevent sticking. Next, add a liquid mixture to the pan, a combination of rice flour and water with a little seasoning. The heat from the charcoal stove will cook the batter in the pan. And they'll add a little chopped green onion. After about 30 seconds, the pancake will be cooked and the batter will change color. She will have to monitor 5 stoves continuously and check them constantly to prevent them from burning due to high temperatures. Finally, my cake is finished. I'm going to enjoy it. Its taste is quite appealing and unique. I think this type of cake can only be found in Vietnam. It's called Banh Cui sweet potato cake. If you have the chance, come to Vietnam to try it. The cost of my breakfast was less than 20 cents, 5,000 VND. I'm going to fill up my car with gas. Gasoline is a very necessary expense for Vietnamese people. Almost 70% of the Vietnamese population uses motorbikes. I'll spend $3 for 4 liters of gasoline, and one fill-up will last me about a week. It's 9 a.m., and the temperature here is 34 degrees Celsius. Quite hot. I'm going to stop by a nearby ice cream shop. This ice cream shop opened about 2 months ago, and I've noticed it's quite busy. They sell soft serve ice cream and various other drinks. This is Vu, a friend from near my house. I invited him to come along today, and of course, he'll be the cameraman for today. And this is the matcha chocolate ice cream. I think it's made with fresh cream, a little matcha, and chocolate. It's quite sweet and has a light matcha aroma. I really like this. It makes me feel cooler in this hot weather. One cup of this ice cream costs 50 cents, which is quite reasonable for Vietnamese people's salaries. If you can, please try it. After a nap, I'll go play some billiards. In Vietnam, pool isn't just a game, it's a lifestyle. From small street-side cafes to crowded nighttime clubs, you'll find pool tables everywhere where friends gather. Strangers compete, and every shot tells a story. But don't be fooled. This isn't just hitting balls into pockets. It's precision, strategy, nerves. One shot can win everything, or cost you the entire game. And sometimes, the quietest player at the table is the most dangerous one. Welcome to Pool in Vietnam, where every game feels like a battle. Do you have what it takes to run the table? In the most common game 8 ball, you're assigned either solids or stripes after the break. Your goal, pocket all your balls first, then sink the 8 ball in the water. We played here for about an hour and the price we had to pay was 50 cents. And after a long day ends, there will be pet dancers waiting for me. I truly love animals. They are so adorable and always bring joy and happiness to everyone. I'll have a little snack this afternoon. This is Bonnie Trang Tron, made from soft rice paper and toppings like dried beef, mango, dried onions, herbs, and pork cracklings. They're drizzled with chili sauce and mixed together, then softened and ready to eat. The taste is quite appealing, and it only costs 50 cents. Good evening, everyone. My friend and I went to a casual restaurant near our house. When the sunset gradually falls on the streets of Vietnam, it is also the time when the hustle and bustle of life slows down. After a hard day's work, from workers, office workers to freelancers, they go to popular beer bars, places not only to drink, but also to truly relieve stress. Low plastic tables, a few plates of simple snacks such as our roasted peanuts, sour rolls, or grilled squid, but contain a warm and familiar atmosphere. You'll hear the loud, joyful shout, cheers, as glasses clink, again and again. In that moment, stress fades away. Bosses become friends, strangers become brothers. Stories are shared, laughter fills the air, and for a few hours, nothing else matters. Drinking beer in Vietnam isn't just about the drink, it's about connection. Tea is about releasing the weight of the day and finding happiness. In the simplest things, this is where real life happens. Raw, loud, genuine, and unforgettable. With a meal and some beers, it would cost them about $10 for 3 people. Today, an unemployed young man will spend about $5 a day on many things. See you in the next video. Welcome to an unforgettable journey into one of Vietnam's most breathtaking destinations, a $100 million tourism masterpiece hidden in Thanh Ho, one of the country's largest and most vibrant cities. This is not just a place, it's an experience. From the very first moment, you'll step into a world where modern luxury meets untouched natural beauty. Towering resorts, stunning coastal views, and a carefully crafted atmosphere that feels both grand and deeply authentic. Every detail here tells a story of ambition, culture, and transformation. But beyond the impressive investment lies something even more powerful: the soul of Vietnam, the rhythm of daily life, the warmth of the people, and the rich cultural identity that makes this place truly unforgettable. And now, I'm about to take you right into the heart of this stunning coastal city. Get ready, because what lies ahead is where everything truly comes alive: the energy, the atmosphere, and the real spirit of this place. Right in front of you, a breathtaking coastal scene unfolds. The ocean glows under the sunlight, waves crashing gently along the long stretch of golden sand, while luxury resorts line the shore like something out of a dream. It feels unreal, like you've stepped into a completely different world. And here's the crazy part: this isn't some famous global destination. This is Vietnam, a place many people still underestimate. Yet it hides moments like this that can rival anywhere in the world. Look closer, and you'll see more than just beauty. You'll see contrast. Right next to these massive, high-end developments are glimpses of real life: local fishermen, small vendors, everyday routines happening just steps away from luxury. Stepping inside, you'll be instantly captivated by the vibrant lights, lively music, and never-sleeping festive atmosphere. Modern high-rise buildings rise along the coast, reflecting the sunlight like a high-class resort city. Here, you can eat and drink anytime, from luxurious restaurants with fresh seafood to seaside cafes and bars where you can simply sit down and enjoy the cool ocean breeze. I'm going to go to an ice cream shop here and see what they taste like.
Vietnamese đã nhận 65.000 đồng.
Thôi ăn hết.
Này con gái đứng nào được. Đây có cái ấn. Tôi đây tao thay mốt này. Thế à đây.
Hai ống nhỉ?
Ở trên đây địa chỉ quán vào danh mục được khóa sang hết. Muốn gì cần sửa lại quán của một loạt từ